Axel and Michelle. Overall here we see high energy dog, high drive dog, big relationship with his handler, and they work very well together. You look at them now, you know what I mean? It's nice to watch you guys together. You know what your big problem is. Right?
Forging a little bit?
Sideways healing, yeah, crowding you, forging you down. You know, that's going to later on, that's going to kill you. His basic position is very good. His sits, his downs, his, you know, I mean, all his other positions. There was one other little lag and a couple other little things in the heel, but generally the heel is pretty, you know, excellent. But that position will kill you. There's a lot of, you know, a million techniques you can try. I don't know who you're training with and what you want, who we're using to straighten that, but just for trial purposes, forget about training. You could help him a little bit by, when you're walking down the field, right, because he's crowding you here, right, you seem to, okay, I'll go this way, you're walking like this on the field. You're letting him push you. You start here and he pushes you 10 feet over that way, and you turn around and he pushes you 10 feet back this way. Do the opposite, pushing him over 10 feet, right? And I mean, a judge, if I'm straight line here and I just happen to be heeling slightly into my dog this way, you know what I mean? It looks like I'm still heeling straight down the field, doesn't it? But I've already went 5 feet over from where I started, you know what I mean? I mean, without doing all this body stuff, you can just lean into his space, always. You know what I mean? Don't ever break your shoulders or give that space, and that might just even in handling, straighten him out a little bit. He get better when the drive comes down later on, right? But you can see it, and I see you got him understanding the basic, right? But not in the healing.
Yep.
So
we've been doing a lot of, Melissa's been putting me up against the fence, doing fence walk. Melissa.
Oh, Melissa.
Hey, I'm not taking nothing for this one. No way.
Fence stuff, yeah.
Did you hear that almost excellent part?
Fence stuff for me, I mean, I've done a lot of that too. Fence stuff with certain breeds, yeah. I don't think putting an obstacle for him is going to fix it. It's just going to fix it when it's there.
It's for her.
I think it's
for me.
Yeah, I understand. It's the behavior. You got to get it through his head. The healing's not here. Healing is here. You don't heal in my space. You know what I mean? And once that gets through his head, then piece of cake. But if you just use obstacles or other things, you know, you've probably been trying. I don't know how long you've been trying it, but you're still hitting crooked, right? So you probably got to do a little bit more. It might even be a leash around his rear end. You can do that. And somebody from behind can check his butt over, you know, a little bit there. So get that done. There's a lot of different ways to do it, but somebody got to fix that. So anyways, their healing overall is really good, almost as excellent, except for the dog's incorrect in his basic healing all the way throughout everything. He's slightly crooked. So, but very, very nice picture, and I like the dog a lot. You guys worked very well together. Like I said, it was just a little bit of crowding pretty much through. There was a off leash, a little bit of lagging. One time we made a turn here. You had to reset your basic 3 times there. And it's one thing too, that'll get you in trouble there. If you come up and you do a little to fix your basic before you kind of check in, you're going to get away with that at some, not championships, but some trials. But when you have to fix it, that's right. Almost once you take your first, you know, if you fix it again, you need to start there. And I'm going to point you, you can get 3 times, you know what I mean, on that one, right? To try to get that basic where it's straight to, but he seemed to know that all your other ones, but that one, you didn't have to reset them. So you make a little bit straight up, you know, this and this, and so he's starting to understand it. And then on your down with motion was good, all that, but he was a little bit crooked down, and when he came down, he was crooked in the finish. The front was straight, but the finish was straight, I guess.
Okay.
So, anyways, overall, very good. Enough. Let's go traffic.
Thank you very much.
Next is Oliver with Larry. Overall, here we see, you know, the dog shows correct position. His basic position is pretty correct. There's some places where he's out of position and stuff like that, but his basic position is there. It's just about drive, you know what I mean? Getting more drive out of him, obviously. So that's the only thing. I mean, he has a lot of wide and lagging and smelling a little bit when he was going in off the leash to the group, and wide turns and lagging again a little bit, slow on his sits and things like that. But it all comes down to the drive state of the work. You know, work. He's doing the work, but it's just a matter of getting faster, motivate him more, get him more. You know, I don't know what you're doing with training. It's hard probably because you're having a hard time walking, but maybe a total air ball or some kind of stimulus for him to bring him up the drive a bit, right? But overall, he works correctly in all of the phases and does all of the obedience. It's just he needs more drive in all of the phases and should show more focus to the handler. But I basically told you on leash it was the same thing. Off leash, a little bit of smelling, some lagging and stuff like that. The sit motion, you should sit a little bit faster. Down motion as well, you should sit a little bit faster. Down kind of sideways. Recall, you should come a little faster.
usually?
Front's crooked and then slow to come around to finish. Finish is straight, but slow to come around. But enough points to move on. Basically, just try to get some more drive out. Congratulations.